On the last 5 episodes of the vlog, we visited Norway. If you want to see more, I highly recommend you check out those videos. Now, our next trip is going to be over to Italy, which we're really excited about. But before we can head over there, we got to make a pit stop back home in Miami for this video. The humble croqueta. If you know anything about Miami cuisine, you'll know that this is a staple, to the point where if you've ever been to Miami, hi. Seriously? The humble croqueta. It's a staple of Miami's cuisine, and if you've ever been to a birthday party in Miami, you'll find 50 of these lying around in a corner somewhere. What they are is basically ham coated with breadcrumbs. But it's a delicious little treat. Now, croquetas are originally a Cuban delicacy, and so one of the main ways to eat these little guys is to stick them in between some Cuban bread and flatten it out like a panini. Eat it as a sandwich. Those sandwiches are called croqueta preparadas, and they usually come with ham, cheese, pickles, sometimes some pork. When it comes to Miami's hometown cooking, it's one of my favorite things on any menu. Hey Callie, if you'd like this croqueta, just slurp right after you eat it. No, there's some slurping. Got like 20 slurps, so I think she likes it. There is a bit of controversy surrounding croquetas though, because there are a whole lot of places in Miami that sell croquetas, and a whole bunch of them claim to have the best recipe in town. They can't all be right. So me and my partner, Khaleesi, we've decided to jump around town to the most iconic croqueta spots to be able to test out the iconic Miami sandwich, the croqueta preparada, in each spot to finally understand who is the king of croquetas in the 305. The mission is simple. We're gonna go to each of these iconic spots, grab a couple of sandwiches, and bring them back to some renowned Miami cuisine judges to finally put the matter to rest of who's got the best croqueta sandwich. But of course, before we start judging the sandwiches, we gotta go get the sandwiches. And we're going to start this mission off with the first iconic place on the list, the newcomer, sandwich. All right, that is one spot down, 2 more iconic spots to go. All right, Callie, we made it to Versailles. You just wait right here while I go grab the sandwiches. I'll be right back. Okay, we got the Versailles. And we officially have the very last one from Islas Canarias, which means it's time to head to the judgment zone. So here we have 6 croqueta sandwiches, but we have a surprise, which is that we've got 2 more on the way. But these 2 aren't going to be made at any restaurant. They're going to be made at La Ventanita. Homemade croquetas for a homemade croqueta preparada to see if maybe we can dethrone Sandwich Versailles and Islas Canarias ourselves with the croqueta. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. C's, say testing, 1, 2, 3.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Testing.
Baby, can we start off by cheersing?
Yay.
One more time?
I have 3 drinks, but
For the 18th time. Cheers, everybody. And so we have entered the judgment zone, and we're here with our 3 amazing Miami cuisine judges over here. I'm gonna say first of all we got, and then you just answer your name and where you're from and your age. We'll put all that out there. Go.
All right, Caesar, 30 years old, born and raised in San Diego, California.
Okay.
Indira, I'm from Venezuela. I got 2 drinks and I'm ready to eat these croquetas.
She refused to say her age.
Oh, 25.
Yeah. Alex Hernandez, Dominican, 34. Me gusta la croqueta, las galletas y las tetas.
The rules of the game are real simple, guys. At the beginning of each round, we're gonna be serving you guys up one of the 4 sandwiches that we've got going on here. Option number 1 is going to be Versailles. Option number 2 is gonna be Islas Canarias. Option number 3 is Sandwich. Option number 4 is Mishi, or we call her La Ventanita now. Your job is to taste the sandwich, and first of all, give it a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, based off of how good it tastes. That's all you're rating there. Number 2, you're guessing the price. I'll tell you off the bat. These sandwiches cost between $5 for the homemade sandwich, all the way up to $18 for the most expensive one. Finally, you're going to be guessing where it's from. Whoever gets the most points, you'll be crowned the king of croqueta sandwiches. And we're going to determine right now who's got the best croqueta sandwich in all of Miami-Dade County. Reveal.
That one I believe is from Islas. I predict it's $10 and I give it a 7. It tastes like homemade, but still with a little kick of like La Calle. I gave it a 7 because that's a pretty high score. It didn't seem heavy. A little on the drier side.
Okay.
Right? Some of the meat reminded me of like turkey from Thanksgiving.
So I think it's from Versailles, and I think I give it a 7, and I think it's $15.99. I feel like it missed a little crispy on the croqueta. I like to feel this crispy on the croqueta. It has a lot of street feeling, so I think that's why I give it a 7.
So I think it's from Sandwich. I give it a 6. I think it's $13.95. The ham was a little too thick. It tasted it more than the croqueta. A little aggressive for my taste. I'd rather more croqueta.
Go. Sandwich number 2. All right, so for sandwich number 2, let's go ahead and take our first bite.
This one I believe was made by Mishi. Price-wise, $7. Rating 8.5. It was simple, but very tasteful. The bread, obviously, it's been a while since like the sandwich was prepped. It was a little stale. But like I said, the reason I feel like it was homemade is because it wasn't saturated with a bunch of ingredients. Overall, delicious.
I think it's La Ventanita, and I give it a 9, and I feel like it's $12.99. It's really good. I feel like the bread should have been a little bit more toasted. It knows the right amount of ham, and it knows the right amount of like ingredients. So I feel like it comes from a taste of an actual, like a homemade that knows what you need in a sandwich.
I think we all agree that this was probably Michi's sandwich. You get the homemade vibe off of it. It's simple. There's beauty in simplicity. There's beauty in homemade stuff. This one definitely tastes a lot better than the previous one. Yeah, the bread could have needed a little bit of work, but it's understandable because it wasn't made 5 minutes ago. So, but this one was fire. I gave it an 8. Coincidentally, I gave it $8.
Yeah, you guys all guessed something different on round 1. You guys all agreed on Michi on round 2. Let's see what happens on round 3.
Bro, watch us be wrong.
Same time. Go.
I believe it's less sandwichery because of all the meat. I believe it's on the higher end, $16. I give it an 8 and not an 8.5 like the last sandwich, because the last sandwich, I don't know, it was just something about that simplicity, something about that homemade taste Something about I actually was able to taste the croqueta on the first bite. The way the bread was toasted was perfect. The quality of the meats is what makes me think, and the presentation is what makes me think that it's la sandwicheria.
Okay, so I give it a 7, and I give it I think it's the sandwicheries, and I think it's $10.99. And the reason why I think it's la sandwicheria is because it has a lot of high end to it because of the meat. I think the pickles overpower a little bit. I personally don't like the pickles, and I feel like, again, the bread should have been a little bit more toasted. I feel like it's even wider than the other one. Right amount of ham, but I think it looks professionally made, so that's why I think it's sandwicheria.
Round 3. I chose Versailles. It was a wild guess. I understand this is a very Cuban place. They put meat in it. So that identifies to me that it's probably this Cuban place that did it. It's a very popular place. It was very good, actually. I gave it a 9. Since it has meat inside, it was probably on the higher end. 18 bucks. It was delicious. I haven't gone all the way through, but this one I might go through all the way and eat it.
I hate that you guys show your opinions. I don't want to know your opinions. Please, just turn.
Remember, this is your last chance to change your answers.
Yeah, I'm changing my answer.
Me too.
Did you change any of your previous answers?
Absolutely not.
Okay, let's go for it.
Alright, this sandwich, I'll start with a rating because you're going to be in shock. This sandwich got a 6. I priced it at $12, and I believe it's Versailles. The reason, man, I can go in on this goddamn.
Go ahead.
So this sandwich, it was the croqueta was like overpowered. The presentation, I was like multiple croquetas, flavor-wise, not much flavor. I don't know, man. This seemed like a sandwich you eat when you're drunk.
Damn.
To be honest with you. Yeah, I've had food from Versailles, and nothing special about it. So that's why I gave it a 6.
Indy, first question. Did you change any of your previous answers?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I actually think my number 1 was Las Islas. It used to be Versailles, and I think this one is Versailles. I give it a 7, and I feel like it's $11.99. I feel like this one at least had the true theme of the croqueta because it's a croqueta preparada, so I feel like it needs to have the taste of croqueta. It also had the right amount of cheese and ham. I feel like the bread was enough toasted. I want to hear that crunchy, so I feel like it should have been a little bit more crunchy and also very thick.
I changed it up completely. The first one I said was sandwich, and no, I think it's Islas. The first one is Islas. I can tell by the croqueta. It had these little green things in it. The third one, I thought it was Versailles. I changed it to sandwich. The last one, Versailles, does seem very monotonous with a side of pickles. The ham and everything else, it's good. It's thin. It's exactly how I like it. There was a lot of pickles. The croqueta didn't have much flavor, so it was normal. So I gave it a 6, and then $12.95.
It's time to reveal the answers.
We already know the answer.
All right, it's time.
If this is yours, this means that I love you.
Are you guys ready for the answers?
Yes.
Are you guys ready for the answers?
Here.
The first one, Caesar, what did you think it was?
Islas.
Indy?
Islas.
Alex?
Same thing, Islas.
It was Islas. Caesar, how much did you think Islas was?
$10.
Indy?
$14.99.
Alex?
$13.95.
Islas Canarias cost $12.75.
Oh, who
So I
was
was
the
closer.
closest one?
Or $10.
Alex gets the second point. Are we ready for round 2?
Round
Yes.
Caesar thought it was.
2. Michi.
Indy thought it was.
La Ventanita, which is Michi.
Alex thought it was.
I definitely thought it was Michi.
It was Versailles.
What?
No way.
How the? No way! There's no way!
Damn.
How the?
Versailles got the highest score of the whole
Versailles got that
thing.
8.5.
There's no way!
All right. Caesar thought it was.
$7.
Indy thought.
And I thought it was $12.99.
And Alex thought it cost.
I put $8.
All right.
It was $8.75.
Oh my God! Businessman. Big.
That's what I
Yo, not only is that sandwich the best thing that Versailles has to offer on the menu, but it's the cheapest thing probably.
Alex gets 1 point.
Yo, Mickey,
Nobody else gets a point.
Keep going, I'm pissed right now. I'm so disappointed.
Round 3, Caesar thought it was.
Sandwich should eat.
Indy thought it was.
Sandwich.
And Alex thought it was.
Same thing, sandwich.
And the score was?
An 8. The round 3 was Mishi.
Nice! I thought you were a restaurant.
Good You got the highest.
No, I got the second highest.
Second highest. Oh, thank God.
That was you?
At least you got the
Thank God you won that last one. Because I went in.
Yeah,
And the price of this sandwich was calculated as
I
Caesar.
said $16.
I said $10.99.
Alex.
18.
This sandwich only cost $5 to make, guys.
What?
Well, I was closer, so I get the
You
point.
need to turn this into a business.
Yeah? Woo!
Those margins.
They're trying to throw us off on purpose.
Round 4, Caesar thought it was.
Versailles.
Indy thought it was.
Me too, Versailles.
And Alex thought it
We all
was.
picked the same thing, Versailles.
This one was sandwich.
I'm never going there.
This one was sandwich.
No way!
Hey, listen.
And we thought the price was for number 4. C's thought it was.
$12.
Indy thought it was.
$11.99.
And Alex thought it was.
$12.95.
It was?
$18.25.
It was the most expensive? I'm gonna take my shot.
We didn't need a shot after this sandwich and paying that money.
And Alex gets a point. And so, thanks to his amazing guesswork,
And this corruption.
the king of croquetas is
The Dominican.
Alex, the Dominican wonder. Alex, speech.
But first of all, croquetas is the #1 food in Miami.
Oh, God.
No, you know what? I deserve it.
After weeks of juicy.
Everybody give him a round of applause. And we weren't able to beat Versailles, but we did come in second place at least with La Ventanita.
Pretty good.
If you guys want to see how the croquetas in the sandwich were made, go ahead and check the link right here, link in the description as well. And I will catch you guys on the flip side.
Yo quiero verte modelando ropa cara. Unos Victoria, unos Balmain, no Valenciaga. Me matas con tu actitud, yeah, yeah.